It is day 3 of the solo house flipping series, and today we are going to be working on some basement framing. It's a hot and steamy one where we live. It's mid-90s all week, so I thought it'd be a good week to start doing some framing in the basement where it's nice and cool. So I headed on over to my favorite store, Home Depot, and loaded up on some 2x4s. I was able to beat the heat a little bit, but it was still quite the workout getting all this material down in the basement. My plan is to add a bedroom with a walk-in closet, a full bathroom, and also a large entertainment area that will help increase the value of this home. So I got to work on the longest and easiest wall to frame to help me get in the swing of things. This basement is going to be tricky to frame, as the floor is 2 inches out of level from one side to the next, and the wall is 2 inches out of plumb. That's why there's the metal braces there. Metal bracing of the foundation wall is common in this area due to the expansive clay soils. I'm just glad that the bracing was done prior to me purchasing the home. Django stopped by to check on the progress and brought me a chicken salad sandwich for lunch. He only stopped by for a short period of time, but somehow he ended up being dirtier than me. That's not going to make Mom happy. Once the hard work started again, Django got out of there as soon as possible. The day was going pretty smooth until I got a call from one of my tenants saying that their hot water heater was leaking. So I packed up my stuff and headed over, and sure enough, it was cracked and leaking all over the ground. So I hooked up a hose to start getting it drained and head over to Home Depot to pick up a new one. The basement of this duplex actually flooded last year due to the rainwater coming up through the floor drain. So I opted to get a shorter water heater that I could build up on 4 cinder blocks to get it up off the ground. I checked to make sure that the hot water worked, and that's going to be a wrap to day number 3. It is day 4, and we're going to be continuing on the basement framing. Django got me up nice and early this morning so I could stay on track and on schedule. Django stayed home today to spend some quality time with his cow. So I headed to Home Depot nice and early and caught the sunrise coming up over the building. I loaded up on some more 2x4s, and I'm ready to start doing some more framing. My plan is to build a closet here to help hide the water meter as well as the sewer cleanouts, but also provide additional storage space. I chose to do the stick framing method instead of the traditional tip-up method because of how unleveled the floor is in this basement. I'm used to working by myself, and I've formulated my own method of doing things, so it might not always be the most efficient way, but I can always get the job done. Now it's time to start framing the area where I plan on putting the new bedroom. Framing these smaller areas is tedious and more time-consuming compared to framing a nice long straight wall. The primary tools I use for framing, besides a tape measure and a pencil, is a speed square, which is useful for marking layout and cutting straight lines, a circular saw, a framing nailer, specifically a pass load that runs off a gas cartridge as well as a battery, and takes these strips of nails, and also the ram set, which I use to put the pressure-treated base plates down in the concrete that shoots these nails, and you have to load one of these 22 cartridges as well. Now you can see the bedroom start taking shape. The wall I'm building right now is the wall that's going to separate the walk-in closet from the rest of the bedroom. Django stopped by to help me with the cleanup. I asked him if he was going to help, but he said something about not having thumbs. I don't know, this guy's unreliable. And that's a wrap for day number 4. When you come down the stairs, there's going to be a nice closet. There's going to be this nice room for entertaining. and you're going to enter this doorway into the bedroom that's going to have enough room for a king-size bed, and also there's going to be this nice walk-in closet. What do you think? Is this worth all the time and effort? I think Django thinks so. Let me know in the comments below.